Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we've got another body armor test for you. Now, you've probably seen this Contego Concealable RMA armament body armor in some of the previous videos that we've done. This is level 3A armor with full side protection. It's meant to be worn under clothing and to be concealable in an everyday type of environment. We want to do sort of a torture test and really punish this armor and throw a lot of random ammo at it and see what it can take. In some of the previous videos, one in particular, we did throw some really nasty threats at this, and I think some people were wanting to see, how much damage it could sustain from just average threats. So we are definitely going to have some fun with that here today. The level 3A is rated for up to 44 magnum, so it'll take some serious energy. These plates should defeat quite a bit. So tell you what, let's have some fun and pelt this thing with some different rounds and see what kind of damage it can soak up, shall we? Let's do it. We're going to start out with 9mm because that's a really common threat. Lots of handguns out there are chambered in 9. So I think this is a really good place to start. Obviously, just like we do with a lot of soft armor videos, this is a Glock 17L. It is a 6.08 inch barrel. And this is in a B&T USWG chassis with an RMR on top. We got 6 rounds of Bellom 124 grain ball ammo, which is a mil-spec ball round. All right. For the starting out, we're going to go through and just kind of do things in quadrants, and then we'll start punishing a little bit more once we can, see it stop some of these threats one more time, okay? Let's do it. A Glock that malfunctioned, Chad? Dude. Wow, you saw it here, folks. Wow, there we go. Glocks don't malfunction, Chad. It's not possible for a Glock to malfunction. Okay, let's have a look. I think we can figure out here that it stopped it, but we're gonna show this armor's a little bit of a tight fit because you do have the side protection. It takes up a little bit more room, so we'll get that finagle back in place. There's our 6 rounds. No back face deformation. All right, guys, I think it's clear to say it's gonna soak up 9mm, no problem. Let's step the thread up a little bit. All right, we're gonna lob some 45 ACP. This is some Winchester suppressor, black box, and this is 230 grain. All right, we're running out of an 8.5 inch barrel. This is one of the Stern Defense conversion kits for the AR that converts it to an M&P 45 magazine tower, which is very handy. And we're running the ACSS G2 Cyclops from Primary Arms. We actually will have a full video coming out on this particular optic, so stay tuned for that. All right, some 45 ACP. Let's have some fun, shall we? Yeehaw! All right, let's have a look. The thing is, what defeats body armor is speed. Speed is the enemy, right? So 45 is not a fast cartridge. It's a big, heavy, lumbering, ballistic marshmallow trudging along through the air like a little pack of gum going through the air, right? It's not very fast. So its armor defeating capabilities, certainly not what it's known for. So I don't really expect anything outlandish here. All right. Oh, a little bit of back face deformation right there from that 45 ACP. And I can feel it in there. Or did it just fall out? I thought I felt it. But anyway, it did stop it. There's a little bit of back face right there. So because you do have such a big, heavy slug, it does have some carrying energy. So it may not be moving fast enough to defeat the armor, but it's still going to carry through. And you notice that weight being stopped by this armor, it does have a little bit more back face deformation than the 9mm did, okay? Look at that. Look at that, I might be able to grab that one out of there, look. Look at that, 45 ACP. Yeehaw, it's still hot. Okay, we're gonna step up to, how about the 10mm? Now things are getting interesting. Let's do it. All right, so we're soaking up a fair amount of punishment here with the level 3A. concealable armor here from RMA. We're going to step up to the 10 millimeter. This is 180 grain Remington UMC ammunition out of a 6-inch barrel. This is a Glock 40 MOS in the same B&T chassis that Chad 17L is. They make a small frame and a large frame size to accommodate a variety of different frames. This is a large frame version. All right, we'll see if mine works. Chad is never going to live it down. Oh my gosh. Y'all, look, in the comment section below, y'all got to give him a hard time about his 17L having a malfunction, because, you know, Glocks don't malfunction. All right.
Perfection.
I know, perfection. No, look, man, I love Glocks, okay? I'm just talking a little crap. We're just doing a little bit of rib punching, boys and girls. Okay, ready? 10 mil. Dude, that hurt me, and I'm not wearing the armor. I mean, we're kind of getting into that purgatory zone with different rounds where, I mean, yeah, the armor's gonna stop it, of course. I mean, this armor's doing a fantastic job. I have no doubt that we stopped every one of those threats, but you certainly getting in a little bit of pain, okay? You're gonna feel it. Let's have a look. Okay, we're asking this armor to do something pretty interesting. I put the rounds across the top, and then I worked along the side. So here's one, there's one towards the bottom. So this is gonna be really interesting. You know, when you get close to the edge on this armor, it reveals a lot about the quality of the armor, how well it holds up. So if it stopped all these and nothing made it through, that's definitely what we wanna see, especially with a threat like 10 millimeter. This is certainly no joke. This is not a slouch of a threat. This is a definitely upper tier danger zone. Okay, but not out of the capabilities of what this armor can handle. Okay. Okay. Wow, you can totally see where those 10 millimeters hit. Look at that on the bottom. See how it ripped? All right, and then the one along the edge over here performed beautifully. Look at that. Ate every single round. No worries. Let's check the back. Sure nothing made it through. That looks nice. Okay, we did have a little bit of back face deformation, so where these opened up and pushed through, it did rip the back of the carrier, but of course nothing penetrated through. They're in there, you can feel them, as solid as they can be. In fact, look at that. There's one of those 10 mils right there. I can probably get that out real quick. We can have a look at it. This is ripstop material. Look at that. There's your 10 mil. Still hot. We'll step up to 44 Magnum. Now, we've already lobbed a lot of crazy stuff at this armor. We're going to go ahead and put a couple of 44s right in the middle. Coup de grace. Let's see what happens. All right, we got a Smith & Wesson Performance Center 44 Mag Hunter. All right, this one has a 7.5-inch barrel. This one's wearing a Leupold 4 power optic, which we don't need it to shoot this far. But we're going to shoot 240 grain Remington. This is high terminal performance, hollow point. All right, this is definitely worst case scenario, okay? Now, granted, I expect this armor to stop this threat. I don't really have any reservations there, but oh boy, man, would it hurt. I don't care if you're wearing level 4 hard plates, it's still gonna hurt. Okay, here we go. And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna double action it just for fun, all right? Here we go. I have a feeling we're gonna be able to see where those hit. Okay, 44 mag, 3 rounds. Double action, baby. And those Smiths are such nice guns, man. You know, you just cannot go wrong with the quality of a Smith revolver. And they really outdid themselves on that gun. Okay, let's, oh. Ow. Look, that was I think one of our 9 mils fell out of the bottom there. We had a little rip in there. Okay, so you notice there's a lot of deformation. Look at all of that swelling and deformation, but look at the back. Now you can totally see where those rounds hit, okay? There's a 44, there's one, and here's one up high, maybe right there, just low center right there, okay? but nothing made it through. Wow. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still going to be a level of pain. A little bit of back face deformation on the plate, a few little rips from just the back face deformation pushing through, but nothing made it through. Okay, we're going to shoot this level 3A armor here with 24 more rounds of 9mm. We're going to give the Glock a chance to redeem itself. All right, that's one of the reasons I wanted to do this, to make Chad happy. And then we're going to finish off with a 1-ounce slug. This is a 1-ounce slugger from Remington, reduced recoil, but definitely moving at an honest tick, and certainly danger close distance. You don't want to be a part of this. All right, we're going to do all this at the same time. You ready? 24 rounds of 9, and obviously we'll check and see what happened after the fact. Let's do it. Empty. 12 gauge. It is the lead that binds us, boys and girls. Woo! Man, I don't know, man. I got my doubts about that. All right, so before we survey the damage, just want to add a disclaimer, okay? We are asking this armor to do something it's not designed to do, and we're asking this rating to go like way far beyond what it's designed to do. But these threats are still within the realm of what you could possibly encounter. Now, I would certainly hope, boys and girls, that you're not going to stand there and get pelted round after round after round. You saw the amount that it took, right? So let's see if any of that violence we just slung at this thing, if it made it through or not. Okay, let's have a look. Ooh, look at that. Now that's where the shotgun slug hit, okay? Let's have a look. I don't think the shotgun slug made it through, but boy, I'm gonna tell you, that's a world of hurt. Okay. Well, I feel a lot of heat here, so looks like we caught a few things. Now, you're gonna see these rips here on the carrier. Okay. That's not rounds making it through. I know it's hard to tell because we've shot this dummy with all kind of different random stuff, and you can see where he's been stabbed a whole lot. But that's just back face deformation. The only thing that might have made it through is possibly a portion of the slug. See where we've got this Kevlar? Let's have a look. Let's go over here to the table and look. Here's some of the 45 ACPs we pulled out. That's a 10 mil. So now, I mean, we're done with this. I can go ahead and kind of rip it open here. Let's just have a look. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Look at that. There's a 10. Let's have a look. Look, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this thing out of here. I mean, I think it's safe to say this thing is ruined. Look at that. That looks like a 9. Look at the bottom of the carrier. Okay. That's some 45 ACPs. All right. Those look like 45s to me. That looks like a 10 mil. I mean, we can sit here and dig stuff out all day. What I want to see is that shotgun slug, and I think that's where it hit. Right there in the center is where I was aiming, and I feel a giant mass right here. Hey, man, I think we got that shotgun slug. Look, well, there's the wadding, the base. Look at that. Did it? Look at all the 9mm projectiles. Look at that. I mean, they're all caught in there. I don't want to cut my fingers up in case there's some sharp edges, but look at that. That's got a little bit of a sharp edge there where it ripped a little bit. Look at that. Those are 9 mils. Oh, wait, look. That's what I really wanted to see was the shotgun slug. That's an ounce of lead that vest caught. Now, granted, there was some back face deformation. You're going to require a trip to the hospital, boys and girls, after catching that, but it's good to know that it'll stop it. And that's outlandish, right? Not very many people test soft armor with slugs or shotgun rounds because that's kind of crazy, right? And we see that this thing is pretty well abused now. There's a heck of a lot going on here, but that's okay. That's what we wanted to test, and I think it's safe to say that the RMA offerings are great and they hold up really, really well. And you get the added benefit of that side protection. Now, we didn't even shoot the armor on the sides, but of course it's the same armor and everything like that. But it's nice to know you have a little bit of additional protection. So in terms of stuff that's on the market, this is a great option if you do need that side protection. might be something worth looking at. Definitely want to take a moment to thank all of our Patreon supporters, those of you who purchased man cans, you know, all the folks who purchased t-shirts on Ballistic Ink. Thank you guys so much for supporting what we do. And I really appreciate you watching today's video, all of you. I hope you enjoyed it. Check them out, RMA Armament. We love doing body armor tests. We have many more on the way. We hope to see you soon. Have a good one.